what's up? Welcome back to South 10 Beer Reviews. I'm Tyler. Thank you so much for stopping by. Tonight, we've got another beer from Hop Butcher for the world. Before we get into it, just wanted to encourage you to hit that subscribe button or that like button, whichever you prefer, if you like this video. This is Lord Octopus. Dude, this label is absolute fire. I mean, I freaking love nautical themed things, and this has just got that really cool, like, mysterious, just, I don't know, it's just so cool. 7.5%er. This is Mosaic hopped double India Pale Ale, coming in at 7.5%, if I didn't just say that. This was canned on July 14th, so we're just a little over a month old. And I'm assuming this is just fully single hopped with Mosaic. Really excited to get into it. Mosaic is one of my favorite hops. I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me in that regard. So let's go ahead and get this thing cracked open. Let's get it poured. Looks promising. And we're going to leave some space there, because usually my fat nose doesn't fit in there when the head is there. We're going to leave the tasting notes on this side so we don't know what's going on. You just have to trust me that I haven't read them beforehand. So let's go ahead and talk about the appearance of this beer. It comes in and just, it's got a deep orange color to it. A little bit of a gold type of color as well. It's completely opaque. I mean, there's no light coming through. I can't see my shadow. I do see a little bit of particulate floating around in there. You might be able to see. But yeah, nice looking beer. It's got about a finger's worth of, I guess it's bright white head. Maybe a little off-white, actually. Small to medium-sized bubbles, and it looks like it's already leaving some lacing. So let's go ahead. Let's shove our nose in this thing, see what it's got in store. That's Mosaic, all right. Getting just like ripe, juicy pineapple. Some like juicy orange. You know, this is not coming across in the most dank of ways that I've smelled Mosaic in the past. Yeah, the aroma is not, along with what I just said, the aroma is not the most explosive either. So it's like two beers back to back that just, the aroma has been a little bit more muted than normal for Hop Butcher. But it still smells good, don't get me wrong. I'm getting a little bit of like a mixed berry of some kind. Just a very light malt backbone to it. The only thing, in my opinion, that it's missing, maybe we'll get it on the taste, who knows, but it's missing a little bit of that dirty gym bag, dirty gym locker room type of like dirty, dank type of thing. Not really getting that. It's more along the lines of like pineapple, citrus, and like some berries, and then a little bit of like a malty type of thing, backbone. It smells actually really good though. It's just not the most explosive, not super aromatic. So let's go ahead, see what it's got in store. Cheers. Thank you so much, Hop Butcher, for sending this my way. I forgot to mention that in the beginning, so thank you. It's tasty. Very different from a lot of the Mosaic beers that I've had in the past. A lot of times I get very specific notes out of Mosaic. I'm under the impression that if somebody were to give me this beer blind, I don't know that I would pick out Mosaic in this one, to be quite honest with you. I think this one has a little bit more of a malt presence than I'm used to with Hop Butcher. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just a little bit more of a malt-driven beer, I think. Or just that the hops are not, as expressive as and explosive as they are on some of the other beers from them. So it's maybe, I could probably say, more balanced as far as like malt and hops. But as far as the hop flavors, I mean, I am getting a little bit of citrus, orange to be specific. There is a little bit of that pineapple and berry translating over. Pretty similar to what the nose offered, but this one is, I think it's just more balanced with the malt profile. So it's got a breadiness to it. It's got a decent sweetness to it. There's no bitterness to speak of on this one. It's very much, it's the New England style, but I feel like it's balanced a little more than what you might get out of a typical New England or a typical Hop Butcher beer. To be quite honest with you, usually I get a little more sweetness and a little more like fruity hop flavor than this is offering. But I do want to follow that up and let you know it's still tasty. Like, it's a very, very good beer. Most breweries would be happy to brew anything, along the lines of this quality. A little lighter on the mouthfeel, lighter side of medium. Like I said, no bitterness, light carbonation. It's just, I feel like the mosaic that I'm used to is always more expressive than this, and I think that's the only thing that it's lacking. It's just that the hops do not seem as expressive as they usually do from Hop Butcher. And that may have been what they're going for. I don't know. It's just a really easy drinking beer. It's got a decent hop aroma, decent hop flavor to it. More malt, in my opinion, but it's tasty. I don't want to say it's lower tier. It's not that. It's just I've had so many Hop Butcher beers now that I have such high expectations for their beers that when I get something that's more mediocre, it almost comes across like it's disappointing. But I do want to clarify, it's not. This is not a disappointing beer by any means. It's just not as overwhelming or just expressive as a lot of the other beers that I've had from them. So, it does have a little bit of hop flavor to it, but it's more on the malt side for me. I think I'm going to go ahead and rate this one. I'm going to give this a solid 3.75. Let's just leave it there. And let's check out the tasting notes. So they've got cotton candy, berry medley, and light grass. So, I can see that. I don't know about the cotton candy. Yeah, I don't know about the cotton candy. Berry medley, I get the berry note. It's just not super, expressive. It's not super standing out. Grassiness, I can see that. It does have a bit of a grassy type of characteristic to it. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. 3.75. It's a good beer. Not my favorite from Hop Butcher, but hey, when it comes to Hop Butcher, that's not the craziest statement. They've had some of my beers that I've had from them have been some of my favorite beers of all time. So, they all can't stack up to that. So, anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we will see you in the next review. Cheers.